here in the city of Toronto. What do we have for today? We're up at the International Centre. We're going to talk more about the GTA home show coming up in a few moments. But weather-wise for today, wind direction change. That's going to be a big impact on your day. Morning highs, afternoon temperature falls, and tonight it's going to be a cold one. So first off this morning, we're going to be hovering right around the freezing mark, and that's what we have down there for your high. So that's the warmest part of your day is pretty much right now. Into the afternoon, that temperature will begin to fall down to -4, wind chills through the afternoon, -10, and tonight an overnight low of -10. Winds will be out of the northwest to about 20 kilometers per hour. For the weekend, some good news. Even today as well. Mix of sun and cloud through Saturday. Mainly sunny skies as we take a look into Sunday. Monday, family day. Increase the cloud into the afternoon, some light rainfall, and that'll push in as we get into Tuesday. Tuesday, very, very warm. And then as we work our way into Wednesday, we're going to see a little bit of some mixing potentially. And then as we take a look into Thursday, we'll get back into a mix of some sun and cloud and temperatures right around seasonal. Once again for today, morning highs through the afternoon, falling down to about -4, -10 through the overnight. Now it's over to look at your roads with Carrie.
All right, well, not much happening right now. We're just seeing typical volume delays for a Friday on the westbound 401, so a little bit lighter than usual, but still busy off and on the West 401 from Morningside over towards about Kennedy Express and Collectors. But the rest of the drive still pretty good. There's a look at the Gardners. Still smooth sailing as you head into and out of the city. Not even spotting any delays just yet on the Toronto-bound QEW. Still moving at the limit. In Mississauga, remember that explosion closure that was going on for several days? Well, here, Ontario has finally reopened in both directions, but southbound traffic through that stretch from Hillcrest down to Dundas, it is reduced to one lane, but at least you can now get through. That's a look at your drive. I'll send it back to you, Melanie.
A hit and run in Mississauga has left a 61-year-old woman dead, and now Peel police are on the hunt for the driver of a white vehicle that fled the scene. This happened just before 9 last night near Mavis and Derry. The woman apparently stepping out onto the street when she was hit by a small car. The victim was pronounced at the scene, and now Peel police are looking for a white compact car that will have damage to the front hood and windshield. They're asking for witnesses to come forward and for any businesses in the area to look through their security video. The leadership of Chief Mark Saunders is again being called into question as the Toronto Police Association launches an online vote to determine if its membership still has confidence in him. This vote is underway. It's going to continue until the 21st. Police Association boss Mike McCormick says in his first 6 weeks of this year alone, 81 officers have left the force. Last month, the union paid for a billboard above the Gardner Expressway, blaming Chief Saunders, Mayor Tory, and Police Services Board Chair Andrew Pringle for longer than normal wait times on 911 calls.
People are calling and they're involved in domestic disputes, assaults, sexual assaults, where they are waiting hours and hours for police officers to arrive. And our officers, the first words out of their mouth are, "Sorry it took us so long."
Chief Saunders has yet to comment on this vote, which is not binding. It cannot force him to resign. And though the union's support may be wavering, Saunders still has the backing of City Hall. In a statement, Mayor John Tory said, "I have complete confidence in Chief Mark Saunders. Toronto is the safest city in North America, thanks to the hard work of the members of the Toronto Police Service." Association President Mike McCormick will be joining us here on BT just after 7 o'clock. An autopsy is scheduled for today for a 21-year-old man killed during an assault in the city's East End earlier this week. The victim has now been identified as Anique Stewart of Toronto. Police were called to Old Kingston Road and Military Trail just after 1 a.m. yesterday. When they arrived, they found Stewart lying in the road. He was rushed to hospital but was pronounced there. An autopsy will look into how he died. So far, a suspect description has not been released. All right, the King Street pilot project, it's been the center of controversy. Let's take you to a live look at King, where things are very quiet right now, but of course that's going to change when the morning commute gets underway. The King Street pilot project under scrutiny in recent months as the city tries to minimize traffic in the busy corridor. Now, a new Forum research poll suggesting support has dropped from 50% to 42% in just a 3-month span. That decline may be in part of the protests of angry local business owners. Initial data published by the city and the TTC indicated that the pilot had succeeded in making streetcar service faster and more reliable, and that ridership is up. The King Street project aims to improve transit service on King by restricting car traffic on the street. All right, it is the first long weekend of 2018, and you're probably going to be looking for a little bit of family time to get in there. So here's what's going to be open, closed, everything you need to know. So here's what's open, including malls, tourist attractions. There will be some closures. All LCBO and beer stores closed Monday, along with municipal buildings, banks, schools, and public libraries as well. All post offices located in a closed retail outlet. As for transit, TTC will be operating on a holiday schedule, GO Transit operating on a Saturday schedule.